Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the Cluster Gundam. Been trying to get a round in this for a while because I like it, but it took until now. Had a pretty good night actually. Wound up with 3 separate rounds that I can actually use. It's been a while since I managed to get that many in one night. I'm pretty happy about it. And yeah, Cluster Gundam is a heavy attack raid, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it can do. Yeah, send apologies there, but yeah, it can do around 20,000 damage if all 4 strokes of the heavy attack hit. It is really strong. But yeah, also has the beam bazookas do have splash damage. They do stun. The issue with them, and karma. The issue with them though is the fact that they are stopped to fire, except if you fire them from the air. They do fire from the air, which is very, very unusual for stop to fire weapons. Really interesting combination. And being able to drop some stuns on a group of enemies as you drop in from the air is certainly useful. And right now, yep, managed to get that. And I'm going to charge the heavy, but I'm going to go use it on something else. That was just rude. I shouldn't have done that. Apologies. But I did at least catch the F-91 that was running in to try and help. But yeah, I should not have done that. That was just dumb. But yeah, it's beyond the bazookas, beyond the heavy attack. Has a beam rifle with some ASL. Yeah, and there's a nice clean heavy that did not inconvenience any allies, which is nice. But, yeah, besides those things, yeah, has a beam rifle with some decent ASL. As you can see, the uncharged beam bazookas also have ASL. Heavy attack does actually do, like, noticeable damage to the base on its own. Everyone else is shooting it, so I can't really lay claim to it in this specific instance, but I have done it before. Yeah, it also has beam Vulcans, and it does have a beam shield. And it has a throwable variant of the beam shield, much like the throwable beam brand that the Crossbone Gundam has. The issue being that it only has one of them. So if you throw the very steerable beam shield, like I just did, you do not have access to your parry for a while. So, yeah. I don't use the parry a lot. I actually do. I actually get one off later in this round, which is nice. But yeah, it's and I think I just hit the beam shield trying to hit that. But yeah, trying to line up that a shot on that F-91, because if I can hit it with anything, it's going to drop. But as you can see, it is running very away. I would do the same, honestly, in that situation, because it has a lot of fun ranged weapons that it can put to use without putting itself in too terribly much danger to do damage here. I think that might have been it sneaking behind the pylon there, or it might be the thing that is above me right now. Could be both. There is a little bit of hide and... Yeah, that's the F-91. A little bit of hide and seek going on with that. But yeah, the other thing that the Cluster Gundam has I like, it has both ballistic head Vulcans and it has beam Vulcans with a really good heat gauge. You can run those for quite a bit and they do good damage. So I really, I like that. It's a fun weapon. So yeah, Cluster Gundam has a lot of good things going for it. Happy to have rolled it, and yeah, it's a good one. Yep, they finally caught the F-91. That is perfectly fine. Both sides have destroyed the other's base. We are kind of way in the lead, but the enemy team does start bringing it back before the end. It's still a little bit one-sided, but to be totally honest, I've been trying to get something good with Cluster Gundam for so long, and this was the best I've done with it. So I'm just gonna run with that. Like I said, I don't like running super one-sided rounds, but at the same time, just if I've had something outstanding for a while, like a request or a new suit I wanted to show off, or it's the best thing I could get that night without driving myself completely insane. I do have limits, so I kind of go with that. But as you can see, enemy team is starting to drag things back, which is good. I got interrupted, but I did get the first swing off on my heavy, which was by itself 3,600 damage. That's not bad. And yeah, gonna try. Yep, F91 just dodged around me. I think I'm gonna drop, but that is get blown up. Oh yeah, it also has auxiliary power. So if you take what would be a fatal attack when when you are over 1,000 hit points, you will drop down to 500, and you will have extremely heightened attack and defense for, well, mostly heightened defense for about 10-15 seconds. Yeah, so it's a useful thing to have in a pinch. And yeah, for other things with auxiliary power, it's nice to have the two kinds of Vulcans so you can get around that. That Gustav Karl on our team, for example, if you were fighting one of those, it'd be a good thing to use Vulcans on when it was that low on health to get around the auxiliary power tripping. But it is, yeah, it's like I said, it's got a bunch of fun tricks, and it's nice, and it's nice and fast and maneuverable, and has a bunch of fun weapons. And I hope I didn't stun number 4. They definitely backed up after they saw the beams because they didn't want to get hit, and I don't blame them. But tagged that suit, but I forget what that is called, the Gengauzo, I think, something like that. But yeah, tagged it, but also just did not do any damage because iframes. There's the F91, which I believe I'm going to hit it with that. Yeah, not going to bother with the heavy right now. Really happy that F92 I-type did not get caught in my downswing. And since there's like a couple of things here, yeah, that was just me being, very bad-mannered. Should not have done. But I at least was able to protect the one person I knocked down from the F91. I'll take that. And yeah, it also, in addition to all the other cute tricks, does have raise counter, I believe it's called, so that after a counter you get added attack and defense. And that, I think, is the first time I have ever destroyed anyone with a shield parry. That was great. Or if so, first time I've actually killed somebody with a shield parry that would have counted as a parry had it not been enough damage to stop them. Because, yeah, I probably used it to, tick somebody down at the last second. But in terms of actually using it to beat someone with a parry, that I have not done. But I think this crossbone, yeah, it definitely has auxiliary power, too. I'm pretty sure if I was only doing 5 damage a shot. But, yeah, we won by a really good margin. They managed to finally track me down and get me at the end of the match. And yeah, Cluster Gundam is a good one. I did not make the board, but I believe I came in a strong second. 6360 was top score, 146,000 top damage. I was at 44 and 111,000 and 4 and 2. Yeah, so not bad at all. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So, interesting thing announced at MCM London, I believe it is. There is a new Gundam Artifact line coming out. Gundam Artifact, if you don't know, are tiny little capsule toy-sized model kits, basically, that very detailed, very interesting designs, and yeah, just like I said, they're small enough to fit in a Gashapon capsule. They're doing a new line called Gundam Artifact Pro, which is probably slightly smaller than an MS in Action type figure. It's around the 10 centimeter scale, but it is metal frames with armor parts put onto them, which is always a fun way for a toy line to be, honestly. The first two that have been announced are the Full Armor Gundam and the Black Tri-Stars Haimozaku. So, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that because like I said, actually putting armor on metal skeletons as a toy feature, always been a fun one.